Hi guys. These past couple of weeks have been really hard for me because I didn't get into any university that I really wanted to go to, and now I'm stuck going to somewhere where I thought, well, I didn't really consider going to when I first applied, which is unfortunate, but I've been telling myself one thing: rejection is redirection. And it's not just a matter of telling myself. I've seen it happen myself. And you know what? Maybe you need to hear this if you're going through a tough time as well. So basically, last year around this time, I had a falling out with my best friend, which resulted in me being permanently kicked out of the friend group. No, sorry, temporarily. And it wasn't even a whole big thing. It's not like I did anything wrong, but it still happened, okay? And I had to deal with that. But I thought that was the end of my world. I genuinely thought that everything was over from there. There was nothing I can do, and I was just so upset all the time. But one thing I realized is that rejection is definitely redirection. That whole experience made me think, and it really made me realize that the people I was hanging out with didn't really have the best intentions for me, or weren't treating me as well as I deserved to be treated. And it took me, and only getting rejected or being pushed away by them helped me realize that, well, maybe they weren't even that good in the first place. So I don't know if you need to hear this, but everything genuinely does happen for a reason. And if you're going through something really tough like I am, I just want you to know that it's not the end of the world. And rejection is definitely redirection. Because no matter where you go, you will grow. You will turn into an amazing person, because that's just how life works. You go through so many hardships, so many things that you never even wanted to go through in the first place, so you can grow. You survive all of that just to become a better person at the end. That's how things work. And even though we don't want to deal with what's happening right now when we don't like something, we always get, well, we end up getting through it, and that's what matters. So if you're upset about anything right now, just remember that. Just keep telling yourself that everything happens for a reason, and you never even know. For example, what if you're in a situation like me where you didn't get into any university that you wanted to go to? Maybe this is going to push you really hard. Maybe you're going to work really hard and transfer. Or maybe you're going to realize that the university you wanted to go to wasn't as good as you made it out to be in the first place, and that you're just going to be happy where you are right now. And I know that many people just settle for what they're given, because they're given that and they kind of have to deal with it. And it just seems like they're happy because they've just come to terms with the circumstances. But sometimes things do work like that. We will eventually get comfortable with what happens to us. And if we don't, I genuinely do believe that we'll grow. Or there's always a lesson to learn. One thing I always ask myself when I'm interacting with a person and it doesn't go right, or when something goes wrong in my life, is what can I take away from this? Genuinely, I treat every negative experience with the person as a lesson, and I always try to take something to learn from that. So when you're getting rejected, redirect yourself to either making the most out of your situation, or learning what you can do to better the situation, if you know what I mean. But essentially, what I've been yapping about is that no matter what, life has a course. These bad things you go through, this rejection you go through, is just so you can break out and come out stronger, and you can blossom from a bud into a full-blown flower. All right? Everything happens for a reason. Just keep telling yourself that. You've got through life this far. Who says you can't make it further? All right? Keep going, because I do think everything will work out in the future. And I honestly speaking, I did make this video kind of for myself, because I've been struggling a lot. And the feeling is so bad that I wanted to see if I can make you guys feel better about anything that's going on in your life that makes you feel rejected per se. And just tell you that everything happens for a reason, and if not, redirect yourself. But yeah, that's that. Love you guys. Wait. Mwah.